Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for today's vlog. If you don't know, Sundays are like one of my favorite days. Typically I'll go to church, or while in quarantine I'll watch it live. But it's always a day where I feel like I reset myself and I prepare for a successful week, whether that's in work, in my personal life, on YouTube, whatever that is. And it made me think today, one thing that I was thinking about was just happiness and energy, and realizing that a lot of times we might be lacking in energy, lacking in productivity. And I actually just went on my Instagram story, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me. My handle is just @RachelMcLaughlin. And I did a little poll, and I just recently did it, but I can already see on there that a lot of other people are also dealing with kind of just feeling lazy while in quarantine. And I started thinking about how a lot of times when I am feeling lazy, I start to feel unhappy. I start to get in just not a really good happy space because I feel like my energy is lower and I don't have this like drive and passion and, you know, just excitement for the day. And I started thinking about how a lot of different people that I follow that kind of like self-help type stuff, they always say that happiness is a choice. And it's something that I think about a lot, and I'm always like, when I'm feeling super duper happy, I'm like, why do I feel happy? Like, am I making the choice? Is it something I'm changing in my routine or my life? And the reason why I'm thinking about this, and I wanted to share it with you all, is because I know that infertility can be very draining. It can definitely take a lot of your happiness from you, because you're dealing with something that you don't typically want to deal with. It's not something that you want to spend your energy on, but it's just something that you have to. So I basically just wanted to talk about how to find your happiness in the middle of infertility. And finding happiness during infertility is not something that is a guarantee. It's not something that's like, do this, do that, and you're happy. I don't think it's that cut and dry. I really don't, because of the emotional roller coaster and the fact that it is up and down, and there's highs and lows and valleys and all that kind of stuff when it comes to infertility, that it is such a challenge to manage your energy, your happiness, and all that kind of stuff. But I think what I would say that kind of came to mind today, and I'm sure there's more that I could go in depth about in another video, but when you're feeling like you don't feel happy when you're in the middle of infertility, I think a lot of times it has to do with the way that you are structuring your life, or the way that the things that you are allowing into your life, what you're using your energy on, and how you're allowing other, whether it's people or just outside influences, daily life tasks, or just maybe like your friends, it's how you're allowing them to determine your day or determine your emotions or your mental state. And I think it's important that instead of getting into a rut, you find the things that give you energy. You do the things that make you happy, that aren't focused on infertility, that aren't focused on, the next procedure you're about to have. I feel like if you're finding yourself getting lazy, or even in quarantine, or you're just finding yourself just unhappy, kind of dealing in this infertility world, I think, yes, happiness is a choice, but getting to that is not as simple as just saying, like, waking up and saying, like, I'm gonna be happy today. I do think your attitude has a lot to do with it, but at the same time, I think you have to set up your day to allow yourself to kind of not be triggered by certain things, to allow yourself to focus on other things other than infertility, and to just take your mind away from infertility in that moment, and just to find pure joy. At the end of the day, you're never not gonna be thinking about infertility or thinking about the one thing that you might know that you want in life, which is to have a family. But I think relying on your faith and allowing yourself to do other things that also feed your heart and feed your mind and your energy will help get you to that place. And following people who kind of inspire you and kind of lift you up is also important. I think there's so many different aspects of this. I think there's so many different things you could talk about, but I think this is just the gist of what I was kind of thinking about today. Kind of when I'm in that slump, how I kind of move myself forward and find, you know, happiness in all of this. Thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that you all enjoyed just this little video that kind of just maybe just some of my thoughts that I've had today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Also, this big boy definitely helps. Don't you, Bubba? You make everything better, don't you? Are you unimpressed?